find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown! Javonte Williams. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
Yep.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Williams. able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he gets this one to Boyd. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, Dalton. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott trying to lay one up deep, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Airing one out for Boyd. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lance going to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Trucks over him and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Dalton, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. That's Gallup on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here comes Grant on the return. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. He completes it to Boyd. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, it's Williams. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Prescott now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown, Broncos. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least.
There he goes, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there on the run. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 109 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now Prescott. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll run on 1st down. Dalton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Dak. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take